injuries just keep on coming. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Video Videocast recapping last night's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers as the Phillies lose 5-3 to the Dodgers as they drop the second game of the three-game series as they hope to avoid the sweep tonight. Now, guys, before getting into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. I just cannot tell you. I mean, the injuries just keep on coming for this Phillies team. Bryce Harper exits with lower back stiffness. And how about Jean Segura exiting the game in the ninth inning with a left groin injury? So the injuries just keep on coming for this Phillies team, and we hope that does not get swept out tonight in Los Angeles. I mean, that would really be something, right, to get swept out of this three-game series. Again, we just never play well in LA. It's so bad. It's so pitiful. We're now 11-21 on the road this year as Rhys Hoskins' struggles continue. Bryce Harper, I mean, let's hope he doesn't go on the IL. It doesn't seem like he will. I mean, there's a possibility he could play tonight. Joe Girardi, according to Joe Girardi, he thinks he's going to be back by Friday. But there's a possibility he could play tonight. He'll definitely be back by Friday, according to Joe Girardi. But, of course, we have to keep in mind he did mislead us before. So with Jean Segura's injury, he said he's not too confident that that's day today. He's a little bit concerned about that, but I'm going to jump right into the backstories with Bryce. And this is an issue with him. This is a guy who has an extremely violent swing. The torque in his swing is unbelievable. He's had it he's pretty much his whole life. If you go back and look at film from his college years, it's College of Southern Valley. He left high school early in his sophomore year and went to the College of Southern Valley. That way he could be eligible for the Major League Baseball draft. Even back then, his swing had so much torque and so much violence. And that's a bit, I mean, it's good. I mean, he's either all or nothing. He's either all or nothing. He's not the kind of guy who's going to, tune down his swing. This guy's all or nothing. So a back problem with a guy like Harper is a little bit concerning. It's a long-term issue. He was having these problems last season. And they were talking about he's even shortened up his winter workouts from January to February. That way he would have less mileage on his back. So the Phillies did everything they could to try to, help this back issue. So this is a reoccurring problem. They talked about maybe getting occurring maybe a little day off every once in a while to, rest up that back. And hopefully, in this next off season, hopefully he can finally nip that in the bud. But back injuries don't tend to get better, ladies and gentlemen. They don't. So pick up the scoring summary. In the bottom of the first inning, Will Smith grounds out to a force out. And they could not turn two on the play, and Gavin Lux comes around to score, and the Dodgers now take a 1-0 lead. So the Phillies failed to turn a double play right there. Will Smith was called safe at first base, and he was. So it's a 1-0 Los Angeles. Then in the top of the second inning, Andrew McCutchen, he homers on a fly ball to left center field. He crushed that ball, his 11th run of the season, and the Phillies get on the board inside at 1. So Andrew McCutchen, he seems to play pretty decent at that ballpark. He crushed that ball. I mean, that was right out the bat. I'm like, I think that's gone. And you heard the loud sound it made. So Andrew McCutchen gets the Phillies on the board and ties it up at 1. So just get on base. Tell me he's getting on base. He's forming up to the around the 2019 level. He's getting on base. He's first months of the season he wasn't getting on base, but he's getting on base. He's doing better. There's not even a doubt about that. Then in the bottom of the fourth inning, Zach Mysterious doubles on a line drive to center field. Chris Taylor comes around and scores. The Dodgers now retake the lead, now a 2-1 ball game. So, Zach Eflin, he had a great start his last time out, but this start definitely was not as kind to him. It's just like the inconsistency with Zach Eflin. This is a problem with him. He has these great starts, and he has these really, really bad starts. So this has been a reoccurring problem for Zach Eflin. He continues to come back and bite him. The inconsistencies. So the Dodgers take the lead. Then we allow the pitcher Julio Urias to hit a ground ball double to right field, and Zach Mastrianis comes around to score, and the Dodgers now take a 3-1 lead. So we all know that really, really short wall out in right field at Dodger Stadium, and Hobson goes over the wall for a ground double. I don't even care. How do you allow the pitcher to do that? That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. That should be an easy out right there. That should be an easy out. But nevertheless, We allow him to do it. 3-1 ball game. Down in the top of the fifth inning, Odubel Herrera comes through again as he singles on the line, drive to left field the other way. Alec Bohm and Luke Williams come around to score as the Phillies tie it at 3. Great job. Great job. I mean, Odubel Herrera, El Torito coming up big again. The Phillies have solved the center field problem. And to make things better, Matt Beauty totally misplayed it out in left field. So that helped us out a little bit. But man, Odubel doing his job again. Then at the bottom of the 7th inning, Mookie Betts. Oh boy, he homers on a fly ball to center field. His 8th of the season. And the Dodgers now take a 4-3 lead. So that was really disappointing. That was off of Ranger Suarez, a guy who has been amazing for the Phillies in the bullpen. And he allows that solo home run to Mookie Betts to give the Dodgers the lead. Everybody's going to make a mistake. I mean, we all know that. He got that ball in the middle part of the plate. And Mookie Betts was all over that. Then in the bottom of the 8th inning, Mookie Betts does it again as he singles on a short ground ball to center field. Chris Taylor comes around to score as the Dodgers now get a little unturned to a now 5-3 ball game. And now to be your final. 5-3 your final score. It was the top of the 9th inning. Gene Segura exits the ball game with that left groin injury. And in the 4th inning, Bryce Harper left the game with the lower back stiffness. So both are day-to-day, but according to manager George Roy, like I said at the beginning of this video, Gene Segura's injury seems to be worse. But Harper concerns me a little bit. I mean, the back end, I mean, how many times? They signed him, one day in April against the St. Louis Cardinals. I went to that game, I believe that was April 17th, Saturday, April 17th. So, this is a bit of a problem. This is. I'm just going to say, it's a bit of a problem. Odubel only got one hit last night, but it was a big one, even though we did lose this ball game. He's only credited with 1 RBI because of the fielding error by Matt Beauty. JT Mate, very, very weird, playing the top of the 9th inning in a 3-1 count, according to NBC Sports Philadelphia's, little count box. And there's a pitch, and it was called a strike. And Tom McCarthy the other day said the 3-1 pitch, and a call it strike 3. I mean, he didn't even question it. And then George Girardi said after the game, the first pitch they said he went. So that explains that. So that's why they the NBC Sports messed up the count. But I mean, the weird thing about McCarthy, he didn't even question. He's like 3-1 pitch, call it strike 3. He didn't even say, but that should be strike 2. But it was strike 3. They just messed up the count. So that happens sometimes. So that was pretty weird. But that pitch wasn't even a strike. Terrible umpiring in the series. Terrible. It's been horrible. These umpires, they are just ruining the game. Really. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm so tired of, I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I'm just so tired of the bad umpiring. Not just, for the Phillies, but all Major League Baseball. It's just been so bad. So Bryce Harper flew out to left field his first at bat, and then he struck out. You saw it looked like he tweaked something on a swing, and you saw he was taking a while to get back in the box, then he strikes out. And then that's when he was removed from the ball game. Rhys Hoskins continues to stay cold. But you know what they say, turn your over 4s and over 3s, mixing a walk. And that's what he did last night, drew a walk. But Andrew McCutchen with that solo home run to left field, he got all of that ball. Alec Bohm with 2 hits last night, also scoring a run when the Odubel RBI single. So you love to see that. Alec Bohm gets his average up to 229. He's getting there. We're talking about how good he has been as of late. He's not that far off, right? If he can get his average back up to 270, which he could do, he can actually turn the season into a pretty decent season heading into next season. But we still got a long way to go in the season. This season is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. It is far from over. And we still got a lot of games left to be played. And think about this. In his last 15 games, he's batting 288. In his last 7, he's batting 400. So this is the outback. Has Alec Bohm's bat finally returned? I think it's a good question to ask. In his last 30, he's batting 245. So he just keeps getting better and better. I mean, this is the Alec Bohm that we know. Luke Williams, think about this. Look how many positions he played last night. He played shortstop, right field, and then back to shortstop again. We all know that Luke Williams, he's the versatile guy. He can move around a lot, which is a huge asset for this team. As you take a look at Zach Eflin's start, 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all 3 are earned, and 2 strikeouts. He wasn't absolutely dreadful, but he also wasn't very good. Now, we definitely could have done a better job of scoring more runs for him. But Zach Eflin, he needs to do a little bit of a better job. Sometimes he tends to hang his pitches in the middle part of the plate and he gets it around. I'm not going to harp on Zach Eflin too much. I mean, he could have done better, but it wasn't like he allowed, 8 runs or even 5 runs. He got 3 runs and 5. But we only know he doesn't really, rank up a ton of strikeouts. Sam Curran, he was fine. But Ranger Suarez gets smacked with the loss, an inning in the third, 1 hit. 1 run was earned. That was the home run to Mookie Betts, 2 walks. So he's now 2-1 on the year, but it just goes to show how good he's been. His ERA is now 0.79. So even after last night, his ERA is still that low. It just goes to show you how good he has been. And you saw how good he was in 2019 too. I always bring that up. So I'm not really going to on Ranger Suarez either. I think this offense needs to do a better job. Now we're shorthanded going into tonight's game with Harper being day-to-day and now Segura being day-to-day. So this is the last thing this Philly team needs. Archie Bradley also came out of the bullpen and allowed that RBI single to Mookie Betts. But you know what? Our offense needs to do a better job of scoring more runs. I mean, it's just, we saw how we were in the Yankees series. It just didn't seem to really carry into this Dodgers series. So the Phillies lose Game 2 out in LA. You know, they're going to try to avoid the sweep tonight, wearing the red scarlet jerseys. I assume with this cap, I don't think we're going to be wearing the spring training cap with those jerseys. Because I remember in 2016, 2017, when we would wear the red scarlets at home, we just wore this cap with it. So I'm assuming we're going to be wearing this cap. I'm so excited for tonight, though. It's one of the things. So Zach Wheeler on the mound, the ace, right? The ace. Even after Aaron Noles, last time, I'm still going to be calling Zach Wheeler the ace. Video coming tomorrow. Tomorrow's the off day. I mean, video recap will be out tomorrow morning, recapping tonight's game. But another video coming out tomorrow, me talking about baseball. One of baseball's biggest problems is baseball dying. And how to save it. What's baseball? What are the problems that baseball is facing? With maybe guys cheating. You saw what's been going on. Guys, using all these substances. All these pitchers like Garrett Cole. Trevor Bauer. Gluing their fingers to the baseball. Seeing the John Boo videos about it too. Touching their cap. And Joe West makes the guy go get another cap. There's a lot of shady stuff going on in baseball. I haven't really talked about it. I have not. So video coming out tomorrow, me going into it, and just deeper than that. Just like letting the kids play. I'm already talking about Tony De La Rosa's, little thing there with the White Sox, with, swinging 3-0 and your team's up at, a jillion runs. I'm going to be talking about that too, so I'm really excited to talk about that. So video coming tomorrow, talking about, is baseball dying and, how we could save it possibly. I don't think it's dying at all. I don't. There's some problems, but I don't think it's dying. With some takeaways from last night's ball game, I'm going to say it again. We need to do a better job of scoring more runs. This offense is so inconsistent. We need Reese Townsend to get hot. And yes, I made a post yesterday, criticizing Reese, and I showed his numbers over the past 15 games. And some of the comments said, hey, I'm upset about this too. But you know what? He carried us when when we were hurt. He really carried us. And that I agree with. I agree with that. But it's just like how bad he's been. Look how bad he's been. He's not even, at least hit like 220. He's hitting like in the 150s his past 15 games. That's terrible. He has like a 230 on base percentage his last 15. He's not even really getting on base. Anderson drew a walk last night. I was proud of him doing that. Turn your 0 for 4s and 0 for 3s. But you need to be more consistent. So these injuries do concern me a little bit with Harper. I'll tell you what, I said at the beginning of the video, and I'm going to say it again. Back injuries do not usually get better. They don't. And he even shortened up his workouts last offseason to try to prevent that. Swinging less, trying to get more time, trying to get more rest. And now that, George Wright's proposing the idea of maybe giving him a day off every so often to rest that back. Because we all know Harper's all or nothing. He's not just going to tune down a swing. No, Harper plays one way. So another, back soreness for Bryce. So this is not very good, ladies and gentlemen. It's not good at all. Gene Segura with the left groin injury. So this is the last thing we need. Diego Gregorius to resume his rehab assignment later this week in Lehigh Valley. So guys, if you watch this video, please subscribe if you haven't done yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies Hats, Instagram, TikTok, fitness, Instagram. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshats@gmail.com. Guys, thanks so much for watching the finale tonight in Los Angeles. 10-10 the first pitch. Ace Zach Wheeler at the mound, 4-3 at the 2.29 ERA, going against the another Dodgers ace, Clayton Kershaw, legend, 8-5 with a 3.39 ERA. We gotta win this game tonight. Wearing the red scarlet jerseys in Dodgers Stadium. We gotta avoid the sweep. I'll see you all tomorrow morning recapping that game. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Let's go, Phillies. I'll see you again.